Here's what you need to know this week about absolute value equations. Remember these? What are these? Oh, they're the absolute value symbol. So when you see the absolute value bars in an equation, just like here, it'll read as, read it with me, Jacob, just kidding. It reads as the absolute value of x minus 5 equals 10. So, how do you solve an absolute value equation? Well, you have to remember the wrap. You guys ready? Okay, hold your arms up like absolute value symbols, and you say, absolute value equations have two answers. One's positive, one's negative. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, this is the entire equation. This is the whole. But because absolute value equations have two answers, there's two possibilities. It means that whatever in here, it could be negative 10, would give you 10, or it could be positive 10. The absolute value of positive 10 is also 10. So what you do when I say you draw is you're drawing a brace map. What kind of map? Okay, so a brace map looks like this, and the first equation you're going to draw is the exact same equation, but drop the absolute value. What did I say? Right. So you say x minus 5 equals 10. That's the first equation. Because absolute value equations have two answers. One's positive. What comes next? One's negative. Okay. So it's the same equation, which is x minus 5, but now it's going to equal, what is it going to equal? Negative 10. Good. So you have two equations to solve for. One's positive and so the next step to solving an absolute value equation is to solve for the positive equation. So the first thing we do is we're solving for x. So we circle that x, we make a t-bone. All right? What's the opposite of negative 5? Positive 5. Add 5 to both sides. So negative 5 plus 5 is 0. Bring down the x, and x equals 15. So that is one answer. Okay? So over here, I'm going to go ahead and write the equation again with another brace map. And I'm going to say, okay, well, my first answer is 15. Okay? So then we solve for our second equation. We circle x. Draw a t-bone. Then we add 5 to both sides, just like we did at the top. Okay? Negative 5 and 5 is 0. Bring down the x. Now you have a situation where you have negative 10 and you have positive 5. So are they the same or different signs? They're different. So we say different signs, subtract. So 10 minus 5 is 5, but you have to keep the sign of the higher number, and the higher number is 10. So we write the answer is negative 5. So that's your second answer, okay? So then we write that answer right here, x is negative 5. So here's the tricky part. You have to use the original equation when you check your answers. So, what is the original equation? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's the absolute value of x minus 5 is 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in this into the original equation. So the absolute value of x minus 5 is 10. X is 15. So we'll put that 15 right there. 15 minus 5 in absolute value equals 10. So you ask yourself, I'm going to go ahead and make the absolute value a different color. Is the absolute value of 10, does that give you 10? Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, it does. The absolute value of 10 is 10. Yay! Okay, then you look at the original equation, okay? The absolute value of x minus 5 is 10. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to plug in negative 5 where x is. So this becomes negative 5 minus 5 in absolute value is 10. So now you have a situation where you have a negative 5 and a negative 5. Okay? Two negative 5s. So they have the same sign. So when we sing the song, we say, same signs, add and keep. Right? So negative 5 and negative 5, add them, that's 10, but keep the sign, so that's negative 10. The absolute value of negative 10 is 10. And you check it, that means that you are correct.